everyone, today I'm going to be making a vegetarian tofu burger. In this recipe I'll be using some salt, pepper, some oats, garlic powder, some olive oil, tofu. I'm using a firm. You can also use a soft, it might be easy to break down. I'm also going to be using some carrots. You can shred them. I'm leaving them whole because I'm going to be breaking it all down with my hand blender. I'm also going to be using onion and some fresh parsley. I also have some fresh breadcrumbs, and then I'm also going to be using some vegetable broth in this recipe. So let's get started. I'm starting with my tofu, which I have cut up into cubes. I've also washed it. I'm going to be adding in my carrots, onions, my parsley. I'm going to cut it up into smaller pieces. I'm also going to be adding in my oats, my spices, and then I'll add my vegetable broth, and then I will blend this down, and then we'll go on to adding in more ingredients for this recipe. Have the ingredients that we put in so far nicely broken down, we're going to start adding in our spices as well with our breadcrumbs so that we can start molding our burgers. So we're going to have our salt, pepper, our garlic powder, some olive oil. You may also use a avocado oil. And then I'm going to add in my breadcrumbs. This one I'm going to gradually add in the breadcrumbs so we can see the texture as we're mixing it. And once we get a nice mold texture, then I'm satisfied. I don't need to add any more of the breadcrumbs in. After I find that I have the right texture for these burgers, I'm going to be baking them in the oven. You can also pan fry them on top of the stove, but I'm going to choose to bake them in the oven. Now that my patty mixture is complete, I'm going to start forming my patties. Now you can choose the size that you feel comfortable eating. I'm just going to make a medium size. I'm trying to make it a little thinner because sometimes I find with the veggie burgers they don't cook all the way through when you make them too thick. So I'm just going to make them a nice width, and we're just going to place them on our pan that has some tin foil and then some parchment paper. Once I have the full tray completed, I'm going to put them in the oven. And then once they're complete, I'll show you what they look like. My tofu burgers have been baking in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I wanted to make sure all the ingredients that we put into this recipe were fully cooked, and now they have a nice crisp outer layer and fully cooked throughout the whole tofu patty. If you like this recipe and you want to see more like this, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that share, like, and that bell notification. And I will be putting the ingredients that went into this recipe down in the description.